On December 4th, 1872, a ship was found drifting alone in the Atlantic Ocean. Its sails were raised, its cargo was untouched, food was still on the table, the captain's bed was still warm, but every single person on board had vanished. No blood, no bodies, no signs of a struggle. The ship was called the Mary Celeste. She had left New York 1 month earlier, sailing toward Italy, carrying over 1,700 barrels of industrial alcohol. On board were the captain, his wife, their 2-year-old daughter, and 7 experienced crew members. They were never seen again. That morning, another ship called the Dei Gratia spotted Mary Celeste drifting between the Azores Islands and Portugal. At first, they thought the ship was damaged, but as they moved closer, something felt wrong. The ship looked perfectly fine. No distress signals, no broken mast, no signs of a violent storm. When the boarding crew climbed onto the deck, they were met with complete silence. Below deck, everything was still in place. The cargo was untouched. Personal belongings were neatly arranged. Food and water were stocked for 6 more months. The crew's shoes were still by their beds. The captain's pipe was still lying in his room. Even his wife's sewing kit was found carefully placed where she left it. But one thing was missing: the lifeboat. And another strange detail made the mystery even deeper. The ship's navigation instruments were gone. The crew had not been taken by force, they had left on purpose. The world was left in shock. A perfectly healthy ship, an experienced captain, a full crew, a child on board. All gone without leaving a single trace behind. When the Mary Celeste was brought to port, courts and investigators searched for answers. But every question only created new mysteries. Some believed the ship was attacked by pirates. But nothing was stolen. No cargo was touched. No weapons were fired. The ship had no damage. Why would pirates take only human lives and leave behind a fortune in alcohol? Others believed it was mutiny, that the crew may have turned on the captain. But again, why abandon a perfectly valuable ship? Why disappear forever without collecting the cargo? Another theory blamed a massive wave that swept everyone away at once. But the railings were intact. The deck showed no signs of being flooded. The ship was stable and undamaged. Then came the most famous theory of all: the alcohol. The Mary Celeste was carrying barrels made from porous wood. It is believed that some fumes may have leaked into the air inside the ship. At some point, a pressure burst may have happened inside the hold. Not a fiery explosion, just a loud, terrifying blast of air. strong enough to scare the captain into believing the entire ship was about to explode. In panic, the captain may have ordered everyone into the lifeboat, tying it to the ship with a rope so they could return once the danger passed. But the ocean is unforgiving. If that rope snapped during rough waves, the Mary Celeste would drift away without them, leaving the crew behind in the open Atlantic. No food, no shelter, no navigation, no chance of survival. They wouldn't have sunk with the ship. The ship would have survived without them. This theory explains everything. Why the ship was intact, why the lifeboat was missing, why no bodies were ever found. To this day, no remains of the lifeboat or the crew have ever been discovered. The Mary Celeste herself continued sailing for years afterward under different owners, as if nothing had ever happened. But the shadow of that silent disappearance never left her. More than 150 years later, the mystery remains unsolved. No final message, no recorded goodbye, no explanation that satisfies every question. Just one of the most chilling vanishings in human history. A ship that survived, while every soul on board was erased by the sea. And to this day, the Atlantic Ocean keeps its secret.
Subscribe and join us as AI brings lost history back to life.